YouTube Kurt Curtis. So it's just been so slow on eBay. Um, I've been selling on eBay for about 6 years at this point. The first year and a half of that, I wasn't reselling for a profit. It was just stuff around the house type thing. But I've been selling on eBay for a decent amount of time at this point. Right now has to be like possibly the slowest it's been for me ever. I did make some sales, made a few good sales, but when you take a look at the entire week, it was just bad. It's really bad. It just is what it is. But I did sell on Whatnot last week, so later on in this video I'll talk about that. And I'm really glad that I signed up for Whatnot when I did, because that's definitely helping, because I can get sales immediately and don't have to wait. But we're going to talk more about Whatnot later on in this video. But for now, I'm going to show you everything I sold on eBay this week. It won't take long. There wasn't much. Also, I had a pretty cool t-shirt haul, so I'm going to show you guys that, and I picked up a few other things as well. Let's get right to it. All right, I'll go over my eBay sales for the week. I'm just going to give a very brief description of what the item was. You can look at the picture on the screen to see exactly what it was. And yeah, I do free shipping on all my stuff. Most of you should know that by now, but I do free shipping if you don't know. And cost of goods, I usually don't have down because a lot of stuff was like a bulk type deal. Occasionally I have that information, but let's go through this. First off, I don't actually have a picture for this one because I wasn't able to screenshot this without any information, the buyer's information in it. I don't know, the eBay app kind of changed, like where I used to go and like take the screenshots of these photos I put up. It's like different now, so I won't have a picture, but basically I had one person pick up 3 different lots of Japanese manga. So these are mangas that are actually in Japanese. So this is for a very specific buyer. The person's total for the 3 lots was $45.33. 2 of the lots were of 4, one was of 8. These things I picked up for super cheap at a garage sale a long time ago. I ended up paying 14 cents a piece when I did the math and how many I got. So I paid $2.24 for all these, and they sold for $45.33. Seems like a really good sale. I'm glad I got the sale, but in the future, I probably won't pick up Japanese mangas again. I think I've picked them up twice at this point. It's just a super long tail item. They take so long to sell because they're in Japanese, and it's just not many people kind of want that. There are people out there, obviously, but you know, it's for a very, very small target audience. And also when you're listing these, it's sometimes hard to figure out what it actually is called because you have to like, it's in Japanese. So sometimes the Japanese mangas have like an English title as well, and then you can kind of go from there and figure it out. But it's kind of a pain. So not something I would pick up again, but solid sale. I think I still have a few of these left in my store that have probably been listed for years at this point. Next up, sold a health and beauty item for $69.99. Solid sale there. That's one I have a bunch of. Sold a Game Boy game for $5.99. If you guys didn't catch my video last week, I put my store on kind of like a super sale. If something's been listed for a long time, it was on super sale. So just ready to get rid of some of this stuff if it's been listed for years. That was one of those items. That's something that back then I listed individually, but like nowadays I would have just not even listed it, or I would put it in a lot or something like that. Next up, sold a Funko Pop for $24.99. Sold another health and beauty item for $32.99. Sold a book for $11.56. Sold a health and beauty item for $24.99. Sold a health and beauty item for $14.99. Sold this Ryback wrestling shirt. I can't believe someone actually bought this for $7.92. Sold Transformers Nintendo DS game. Sold for $9.99. Sold this Boyd's Bears little figurine thing. This is something that had been listed for so long. I would not pick something like this up again. Sold for $6.29. Sold a health and beauty item for $9.99. Sold a CD for $16.14. Sold a Brie Bella ringside wrestling card for $8. And I also sold a health and beauty item for $24.99. And then the last few weeks, you guys know I typically add up all the cards that sold for less than $5. Usually it's like, you know, give or take a few bucks, around $50. This week I only had $14.94 in sales for cards that sold for less than $5. This was a rough week. All right, I got a really cool wrestling t-shirt haul today. I have 8 shirts here. I paid $5 a shirt, so I'm $40 all in. These are really cool shirts. They're all from TNA Impact Wrestling, probably around the 2010-ish, give or take a few years, era. Impact Wrestling, that used to go by TNA Wrestling, Probably not a lot of people know about it. It's not mainstream, but there's a lot of big WWE names that have wrestled and gone through there, kind of like after they were done with WWE and stuff like that. I mean, as you can tell, first up, Sting. Look at this shirt. This is sick. Oh, man. That's such a cool shirt. All these shirts are size medium. Man, I'm probably going to keep a bunch of them. I love this shirt. This is a cool, yeah, see, TNA Wrestling. Cool Sting shirt. Oh, that's so sick. Dude, these shirts are awesome. Look at this. RVD. Look at that. All over print. Rob Van Dam. TNA Wrestling. Some of these got to be pretty rare. There's nothing on the back of this one, but come on, man. RVD. Look at that thing. Crazy shirt. Another RVD shirt. This one's really cool, too. This one has a logo on the back as well. Yeah, awesome. Jeff Hardy. So see, all these names are common names in WWE. Sting, Jeff Hardy, RVD, but they all went through Impact Wrestling, TNA Wrestling as well. I actually sold, I believe, this exact shirt or a similar one in like a crazy size, like 2, 3XL or something. I think it sold for like 35, 40 bucks. This is a size medium. I think it's a little bit different, but yeah, Jeff Hardy definitely had a run in Impact Wrestling. Here's another Jeff Hardy one. White shirt. Has a logo on the back too. Yeah, these shirts are sick, man. For $5 a piece, come on, you can't go wrong. Paige. This is probably a pretty rare Paige shirt. This is WWE, it's not Impact. She just made her debut recently in AEW, so, you know, people are talking about her and stuff. She hasn't been wrestling in a while. That's a cool looking shirt. Look at the back too. So that's sick. Another Paige shirt. Think again, this is WWE, this is not Impact. Little hit on the back. And last up, the Beautiful People. This is a TNA Impact one. Cleansing the world, one ugly person at a time. Oh man, this haul is awesome. This is a problem though, because I'm probably gonna try to keep a bunch of these shirts because they're just too cool. Really cool haul here. All right, I'm actually in the middle of photographing and listing these wrestling cards, and I just remembered that I haven't filmed that I picked these up. So I picked up 25 WWE 2022 Purple Prism parallel cards. These are all numbered out of 149. I paid $20 for the 25 cards. Comes out to 80 cents a card. Got it in like a bulk lot type deal. I mean, even if I only get $3 a card, that's still more than doubling my money after fees and shipping. But some of these cards I know I'll be able to get more than $3 for. Purple Prism is not common. It's not super rare either. So I'm not going to go through all of them. But yeah, all Purple Prisms. I got them in different piles because they're in the different stages of being listed and photographed. So I didn't want to mix them up, but I just wanted to film before I inventoried them and had them all put away. I also picked up this white sparkle card, paid $2 for this. I'm not sure what this is going to go for. These are super rare. They come in packs of 3 that I think you buy them off of Panini's website, and it's like, I don't even know, over $100 for a pack of 3. So even if you get like a junk superstar, they're still pretty rare. That was a steal. While I'm filming this, I also picked up a couple straggler items. Got this health and beauty item, paid $4.50 for that. That's one that's going to be up in the air. It might be pretty valuable. We'll see. And I also picked up this Aerosmith shirt. It is a size XL, nothing crazy, but I only paid $2 for it. I picked up some shipping supplies this week. I got a big roll of bubble wrap I don't have here on the table, but I picked up that. I also picked up 3 different sizes of boxes, 4x4x4 boxes, 8x4x4 boxes, and 8x6x4 boxes. These are all small boxes that work for just many items. I pretty much always have these 3 sizes in stock as well as other sizes. And yeah, I just like to show this because there's basically an unlimited amount of different kind of boxes you can get. So I like to see when other people, what kind of boxes other people get too. So I figure showing what boxes I get might help some people, give them some ideas. Also, a tip would be, I get my boxes local. It's a weird situation. I have a local guy that will like deliver them to me. I just like place an order. So there's no shipping and stuff like that. If possible, I would look into your area if you have any kind of local shipping supply company. And I don't mean like Home Depot or something like that. I mean just like a shipping supply company that happens to be local to you. Because if you don't have to pay the shipping prices, you can get boxes for way cheaper. Like I get this stuff for way cheaper than I would if I were to order these online, because like a stack of these boxes is pretty heavy. So like it costs a lot to ship it. And that's why the prices of the boxes are so high sometimes. But if you don't have to pay the shipping because you're getting local, you can get really good deals. Like I get bubble wrap for like a fraction of a price of what it would cost me to order it online. Same with these boxes. I picked up 50 of these. I picked up 25 of these, and I picked up 25 of these. So last Monday, I did actually do my second Whatnot auction. I ran some wrestling cards, and I actually took down a bunch of eBay listings for wrestling cards and then sold them on Whatnot. And within 35 minutes, I sold $96 worth of wrestling cards. So on Whatnot, the buyer always pays shipping, and it's very easy to combine the shipping for the buyer. Like once they buy one item, if they buy another item, the shipping is automatically discounted. Where on eBay, it's not really like that unless you have it set up. I do free shipping on eBay. Now, even if I charge shipping, then the buyer has to message you and then like, can I combine shipping and this whole thing? So it's really nice that it's all combined for them automatically. And the Whatnot fees are actually cheaper than eBay at the moment. It is 8%. Sorry, I'm put this phone down. It is 8% plus 2.9% processing fee and 30 cents per transaction. Similar to eBay, they have the 2.9% and the 30-cent transaction, but most eBay stuff is going to be like 10% and sometimes more, sometimes less. I think for musical instruments, it's a lot less. But, you know, on average, most items are going to be around 10% plus the 2.9. So you're looking at around 13% plus the 30-cent transaction fee, where on Whatnot, it's 8% plus the transaction fee. So it comes out to like 11%. Also, now, Whatnot, from what I understand, does not charge fees on the shipping cost, where on eBay it does, but they do charge fees on the sales tax the buyer for the processing fee, not for the 8%, but for the processing fee, the 2.9%. They do charge on the sales tax, but usually sales tax is not that much compared to like the whole item. But, you know, because they're processing the total sale, not what the item sold for. But, you know, if you sell something for $5, the sales tax is not that much. So you're talking about like a couple pennies. So the fees are cheaper, which is good. But yeah, I sold $96 of wrestling cards in 35 minutes. So after fees, there's no shipping involved. After fees, you know, I didn't do the math yet. But to get that amount of sales in that quick was pretty cool. And I definitely really like it. I'm actually doing another Whatnot auction today at 1 p.m. Central. Once again, I'm going to be doing wrestling cards, but I'm also going to have wrestling shirts in the buy now section. If you don't know, on Whatnot, you can run auctions, but they also have a buy now section. So in your show, there's stuff people can just buy it now for a flat price. So my strategy here is to get, if you got people in your room that are into wrestling cards, these are the type of people, these are my people too. Like this is how I am. They're going to be the type of people that would like a wrestling shirt. Like there's tons of wrestling fans that do not collect wrestling cards. So if you're a wrestling fan and you're into it enough that where you're collecting cards, you're probably the type of person that might want to pick up a t-shirt. So that's my strategy here. I don't know if it's going to work because it's not auction. It's not starting at $1. I'm going to be running wrestling cards starting at $1 the whole time, but I'm going to have t-shirts in my buy now section. I'll mention it every now and then. So hopefully people can pick up maybe a t-shirt. Going to try this out. Don't know if it's going to work. Actually, I don't really think it's going to go that well, but we'll see. With Whatnot, I'm going to be trying out a lot of different things, a lot of different strategies moving forward. The problem is right now, I'm only really able to do an auction once a week. So when I try something, it's not like I can take that information and then try again in a couple days. I have to wait like a whole week. So it might take me months to finally like develop a rhythm into like how exactly I want to do it moving forward. But so far, based on my 2 experiences so far, and I'll be doing my 3rd one today, all my items have sold, like all my cards sold in the auction, which, you know, a lot of times I go into auctions and people run stuff and it doesn't sell. They put it to the side, they try to run it again, doesn't sell. All my stuff both times have sold. I'm trying to bring stuff that will sell, not just complete junk, you know. And if it is lower tier kind of stuff, then I group it together in a lot, so it's worth it for someone to pick up, even for a couple dollars. But yeah, so far going forward, I'm going to be doing t-shirt shows in the future too that have nothing to do with cards as well, because I'm not going to have a constant supply of wrestling cards all the time. So if I can sell an item in a category on Whatnot, I'm going to sell it on Whatnot over eBay. And right now, only categories I've tried is cards, and I'm going to be trying shirts. So if I get that kind of stuff, it's going on Whatnot. It's not going on eBay. I actually took down a bunch of listings of wrestling shirts that I had on eBay that have been sitting on eBay for a long time, very long time. No one sold. They're on sale, still didn't sell. So I can put them on Whatnot, and I can put them for a little bit cheaper because the buyer pays shipping. And also the buyer can get combined shipping by picking up multiple items, so you can make more money. For me, if I sell a $10 free shipping t-shirt on eBay, now with the shipping prices going up, like I'll be lucky to walk away with like $4. And then, you know, if I paid $1 for the shirt, which is not always the case, I'm walking away with $3 profit. If I paid $2 for the shirt, I'm walking away with $2 profit. If I sell a shirt for $10 on Whatnot, I don't have the exact math, but they're only taking the 8% and the buyer's paying the shipping. So I'm probably walking away with over $8 for the shirt. Even if I paid $4 for the shirt and sold it for $10, that's crazy. Thing is, not all the shirts are going to sell for $10 type deal. Try different ways to go about it. At the same time, I'm still going to be selling on eBay. Like, there's certain cards that are not going to do well on Whatnot. Like, for instance, Marvel cards that I sell for like $2-3. Like, I would have to make a giant lot for that to probably sell on Whatnot. And also, I'm not as knowledgeable about Marvel, so I can't talk with the people in the room. When people are in my room with wrestling cards, I follow wrestling. I can talk about it, and I know what I'm talking about, so the people know that I actually like know wrestling and stuff like that. If I started running basketball cards, like I follow it a little bit. I kind of know what's going on, but I'm not an expert on it. So I think it helps to actually have some knowledge about what you're selling. That way you can communicate and talk to the buyers and just chat, and then they have a good time because they're just kind of hanging out and that kind of thing, and they can just talk. Sorry, I've been rambling on. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully my week on eBay next week will be a lot better because this is just bad. Thank you again, as always. Stack dividends, sweep floors. Until next time.
Orange is the color of my love. Fragile orange wind in the garden.
Get the broom.
The whole place is dark.